And second is never be afraid of water. Okay. And also I noticed that all of you are painting flowers, but you are not changing it into the affirmation cards. So I have already shared the affirmations in the group. I'll reshare it today in case you have not found it. But please change your beautiful flowers to an affirmation card. Create a bond with these flowers. Make them stand for everything that you want to achieve in life. Okay, so puddle is done, yellow puddle. So I have asked you to get 3 brushes, a small, a medium, and a large brush. 3 brushes you are going to have. So let's do some practice with this. We start with this bright yellow color. And with the small brush, start making straight lines. Okay. Take as much color as you need. And make straight lines. Now, a good practice for you would be as you make the lines, try karo alternating the pressure. See if you can make thicker lines with this brush. See if you can make thinner lines. Okay. This is you making friends with your brush, making friends with your colors. You cannot go ahead until and unless you have done these exercises because muscle memory is developed. Your brain is becoming smarter every time you are using the brush and practicing. Okay. Now try making it from the medium brush. Okay, pick up your medium brush now. And try first making a very thin line. So you can either pick a brush like this. At the edge, if you pick up like a pencil, it will give you a very thin line, just like a pencil. If you slightly take it back and push it, it will give you a thick line. Okay, so alternate along the practice. Try thick lines, thin lines. That is how you discover that one magic brush. You will discover one brush that works so well and you never want to change it. Okay, after a certain while, you can take the thick brush and try with that. Finish your whole page, okay? Thick lines, thin lines. Superb. Take another minute, finish it. Now I want you to register what you feel with this. Do you feel focus? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel calm? Do you feel like your one focus is on this? Do you feel a state of flow? I'm doing it. I can do it forever. Register that emotion. Maybe a good practice would be to write that emotion here as well. So I feel yellow is giving me a sense of joy and vitality. But these broken lines are kind of giving me a little anxiety. Okay, so I'm going to go to my next page. For this, you can use your rough pages. Now I'm going to introduce a little bit of red into the picture. So a little bit of red. You can use scarlet red, cadmium red, any red is fine. Whatever attracts you. And I'm going to add it to a little bit of yellow here. Just for a little bit of orange. Okay. Now I'm going to pick my medium brush and I'm going to start drawing straight lines from one paper end to another, straight lines. Very fast you have to do this, 3, 4. Not slow, because if you do slow, pen mein to chal jata hai, but this is watercolor, so you have to do very fast. 5. Okay, I'm adding some orange into this. 6. In between, I'm changing the color. I'm adding some yellow with this and doing 7. 8. Okay. Now register an emotion. Maybe the emotion has slightly shifted. It's a little happiness now. You like doing it. It was like a childhood thing going on. You want to add in more colors inside. You suddenly feel like, oh, I want to put another color inside. I want to go a little creative with this. Notice that emotion and write it down. Okay. Now this is done. You know already more than most people know about sunflowers. The easy step is now done. Let's quickly do this. And now you'll discover the true power of flowers. Take your medium brush. Take your yellow color. A little bit of yellow keep and then a little bit of red you keep on side. Okay, so 2 shades. See, I have it. Now, like Niranjan instructed, start with a circle. Then another deeper circle. Okay. Just this, make this light circle like a Pokemon ball, like an iris. 3 circles, just make this. This will be a little bigger. Okay. Now take your medium brush and this is going to be practice for it. Dip it in color and please watch before you do. Pick it here and then put all the pressure here and then drag it to make it a drop like this. Okay, I'll zoom in and show you. Please watch this very carefully. Watch, okay? Everybody watch here. You take it from here, you flatten your brush like this, and you go it like this. So try a little bit as a normal floor pe bhi try this. So you take your brush and you swish it. No straight lines, you swish it. So see the beauty of a flower, beauty of a petal. It is going out towards this, okay? It is going out towards and it's getting lighter as we go along. So I'm going to pick up some color here. Just practice these swishes with me. Take your brush and edge it like this. Okay, try this first. See, it's such a different sensation than making straight lines. Now you have made cute little yellow golden fishes. And this is where creativity and fun comes in. Why not add in some water to this? So you can practice your lines like this. Because I have yellow on my brush, blue turned into green. Okay, so little bit of practice you have. Tadpoles is fine. Practice. We will all get there. Earlier, I told you, until I had somebody give me particular feedback, I was also not able to do. So once you are happy with your practice, you pick a tip from here, you flatten your brush and you pull it like this. You flatten your brush and you pull it like this. Okay, see some orange tone is also coming because I've mixed a little bit of color into it. Okay, so you pick up from here and you draw it like this. So once we are done with this, I have a short game that I want to play with you. Very fun, 5 minutes game we'll play and it will really help you. So you might be tempted to do this. This is also fine, but if you really want an effect, just flatten your brush and go along. You can try with your big size brush also once. Okay, big size also makes very nice ones. Okay. So with this, you can create different kind of strokes. Don't worry if they're too wet, let them dry. We can work on them in second layer and you are getting to play now. Okay, now a little bit of brown I will take. Now please watch, while this is still wet, I will put brown on the little surface. Okay, first only on the surface you will add. Then with your medium brush, you are going to drag this color to the center. Okay, to give it a realistic color. And you will make these lines like this. You can do dots also, but dots might be a little advanced, but you can try making dots. And in center, I'll take another little color and color it like this. Okay, so see, tell me when you look at this picture, do you think of which season do you think of? This will tell me everybody is at the same vibe. What season does this remind you of? Summer, right? Warm sunlight, warmth, feeling of a confidence, feeling of this sunshine. So this is your sunflower. Now, when this dries a little, it is still wet. We have to be very patient with watercolors. So while this is all wet, while we are drying this so that our second layer can be ready, let me quickly tell you about sunflowers a little bit and how they help me create. Okay. So today I'm also going to, after this, we're going to play a fun game about this create. So make sure you remember. Okay, create. So I can also make small flowers here because I now know the technique. I can now make my words with sunflowers. So if you go to a flower shop tomorrow, you will pakka have that flower shop having gerbera. So आप gerbera को देखो and see which color, this is the gerbera flower, which color is attracting you the most, pink, white, green, and buy it in that color. And tell me, that tells a lot about you. So I can make these flowers here. Okay. So flowers taught me C is for calm confidence. Now, what does calm confidence mean? There are two types of confidence. One is mujhe sab aata hai, the kind of, extrovert person who you meet on it and then, you know he has a lot of confidence. The other kind is like a sunflower. It is completely upright. A sunflower only moves towards the sun and is completely upright. So it teaches calm and confidence. My confidence is being me, shining, and let people come in. I don't have to be desperate and go in the roads and sell myself. People will come towards me. Okay? Calm confidence on your skills, on your abilities. Anybody has a question? Yes, Shall, please ask. Any questions? Ask. Yeah, please ask.
No, I just wanted you to show
I
me
can't
the
hear
center.
you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, just type it. I can't hear you for some
I have
reason.
already typed
The
it.
second is radiate and reflect. So if you know, sunflowers have a very unique condition of heliotropism, which means it looks towards the sun, whichever direction it will go, it will turn towards it. So it radiates and it reflects its beauty also, okay? So it taught me to be the best version of myself and shine and go towards a shiny object. Here, shiny object is not the next art project or something. Shiny object means connect to divinity, connect to spirituality. Flowers taught me that I should also have a guru, a son in my life who reflects and helps me guide. Okay. E is all about expression. So, without saying, आप sunflower कभी किसी की death पे नहीं दोगे. You will get it for some happy occasion. You will do it because it represents that. But similarly, a marigold or a jasmine has that attachment of being on a more serious occasion. They will be given for a more spiritual occasion. So just with your colors, just with your thoughts, your views, how you can express yourself is what I learned. I have made sunflowers in every possible form, from acrylic to crochet to everything. It just gave me direction. A is align. Align means, like I said, sunflower just looks at the sun. It's always the right. Sunflowers grow huge. If you have seen in a garden, they'll grow huge. They rise above everyone. They align themselves and they look out towards the world. And that's how I say. I always say this: if you are lucky enough to be different, don't ever change. The sunflower has such a big middle and it is such a big flower, but it just aligns itself and glows. And the final thing that every flower, not just sunflowers, have taught me is transform. I have seen literally, how many of you have actually grown a flower? Like you have planted a seed and then watched it grow and had that flower. It's a moment beyond joy when you get to see a flower, something that went into soil come out and emerge. I have always used those same principles in money, and it is such a beautiful thing. When I went to Vipassana, in Vipassana, there was just one lotus that was not blooming. Every day I had nothing to do. I would just look at that blue lotus try to bloom. On my 10th day of Vipassana, when I was leaving, it finally bloomed. So I've seen the transformation into it, and it always teaches me कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. Another form of transformation I've seen from flowers is even the most droopy flower. If you put it into nice water, spritzel it with some ice, it gets back in its form. So it taught me transformation. And the next is enlarge. Enlarge means about raising your vision and growing. You becoming a sunflower that shines throughout, going up to it. What is your big vision? Flowers told me that you can either remain in a grass or you can belong in a bouquet. You become so much valuable. The same flower आपको आप single rose में लोगे, it tells you 20 rupees. But you buy on Valentine's Day, it becomes 200 rupees. So your value increases according to where you are. A simple flower mala you will get on the temple for your god for 20 rupees. But on a wedding, that same mala becomes for lakhs. So flowers taught me to enlarge. Comment in C if you agree with all this that you have learned today and you are excited to create as well. Yes? So now that this sunflower is dried, we can give it a second layer as well. So same process. you can add in a second layer. Okay, let it dry if it's not come out. And the variation and the beauty is coming from the color change. So let us look at the original one that we made. So this is your homework. I'm going to just show you how to do it. I take a drop, I drag it. Okay, so once you have got a little bit of practice, you practiced your strokes, you can try this. Okay, and the center of this will also be okay. Thoda sa brown, if you merge with this, it will look very good. It will look more natural. So see, I'm just lifting my brush and putting it out there to give it a good color and texture. So now as you complete this, Niranjan will come and tell you a little bit more, a very fun thing he has to tell you about this. But before I go, I wanted to ask you all and I wanted to share with you all. I have been seeing your progress in Padlet. I love it. And I did not give you any feedback till yesterday because you guys were just starting it out. But now what I want all of you to do is kind of, share your art with me today so that I can give you more feedback and we can work together. I'll give you more personalized feedback to do this. So that's why we have launched a small challenge for you all, which you have till tomorrow to complete. So please give me your attention. I just want you to announce this challenge so that you can really, and there are a lot of wonderful prizes to be win. So you have to give your team a flower name. Team basically means you now. You as a superpower, you can say, I am team, for example, my name is Shal. I am team sunflower or I am team rose. I am team this. Basically, what is that one flower? It doesn't have to be the ones we have shared in class. Maybe it is lavender for you. Maybe it's dahlia for you. Maybe it's chrysanthemum for you. Your choice. You have to call yourself by that name. The second thing is, I want you to share all the flowers that you have drawn till now. Okay, this is not on Padlet, on WhatsApp group. And the third thing you will write is, what are your top wins from these last 3 days? Okay, and I want you to do it not for yourself, but you do it for, not for me, but I want you to do it for yourself. So what? A photo of what you have drawn, your actual name, and your team name. Which flower are you rooting for and your wins? सच्ची सच्ची बता दो कितने लोग करोगे नहीं करोगे तो बता दो I can't do it. I have not made flowers. I will not be able to do it. Just say no, it's fine. But if your answer is yes, on WhatsApp, I want you to share your 3 wins. Name yourself as a flower. So I will say I'm Sanchari. I am a creativity coach. I am Team Sunflower. And my 3 learnings from this 3-day workshop is one, how to draw petals of different shapes, how to do watercolors, and how you can become softer like a flower. Yes. So lovely, guys. Keep continuing, keep doing this. And as Niranjan will tell you a little bit more. So while you do this, I'm noticing all of you are making very good flowers, but you are not making progress on your affirmation card. So I will write it right now for you so that you guys don't forget. So this is all about creating more. Creating what? Drama. Creating what? So that is exactly what you will write above this. What do you want to create? You want to create happiness. You want to create impact. You want to create self-love. You want to create art masterpieces. Anything but drama is suited. So let me tell you some very interesting fact. Do you know what is special today, guys? Do you know what is special today? Anyone? What is special today? Today is 1st July. Today is also, in a sense, the literally midpoint of the year. आज के दिन आपका आधा year खत्म हो गया है. Creepy, right? I also got very scared listening to it. Half the year is left. So today, set up an affirmation. What are you creating now? What is it that you want to create in this next 6 months? And let's see how Niranjan can help you create them. Thank you so much, guys. Please do your task. I have very amazing prize for those who are going to do the sunflower exercise tomorrow and share with me. I am taking your leave now. Let's have Niranjan here. Thank you. Please share about. Oh, I want to share. Take a picture now. पता नहीं आप लोग बाद में लोगे कि नहीं. Quickly turn on your cameras. जो भी पीला फूल, whatever you have made, yellow flower, please turn on your cameras. Oh wow, Ridhima, this is incredible. Vediki, Nishita, Selvi, beautiful yaar. So all these sunflowers, please feel free to mail me and send me in my courier. There is nothing happier than seeing sunflowers in my courier. Please भेज दो मुझे. वेरी नाइस अर्चना. आप लोग ना बहुत लोग यूनिफॉर्म बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. कीप अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ यूनिफॉर्मिटी. प्रिया वेरी नाइस. येलो ऑरेंज. साधना वेरी नाइस. थोड़ा अनयूनिफॉर्म रखो. लेट इट गो. ओके चलो. शेयर इट ऑल. आई गिव यू पर्सनल फीडबैक टू ऑल ऑफ यू एंड सम टेक्निक्स टू प्रैक्टिस. And don't forget to create. Yes, Ridhima, please ask. Where are you? Where are you? Please turn on your. Ha, Ridhima, you are here. Okay. Niranjan is just setting up the system, so I'll turn on my camera. Tell me.
Yes, yesterday you said you will teach us how to color the flower, the leaf for the hibiscus and all.
Yes. So leaf is tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about green color. Today is till we did yellow. Tomorrow we are going to do green. So we are going to learn different kind of leaves.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
No issues. Shan, you had a doubt. Can you ask? I can now hear some issue was there. I think now please ask your doubt. Anyone has any doubt or question so far, please tell me. Yeah. And by the way, this is an aspiration I'm setting for all of you. This is like just in 1 month, I've been able to cover all this wall. So I am inspiring you all to do all these flowers. Very nice, Zora. Beautiful. Okay.
Hey everyone, so how many of you enjoyed creating with Sansari today? Enjoyed coloring and creating with Sansari today? Raise your hands. Awesome. I really love that. We started the call with 27 people and we have all of you sitting here. Now I am going to be telling you something very, very, very important here. And this is something that I believe all of you must hear. So please stay with me and listen to me very, very carefully because what I'm about to share with you right now could change your life. You see, it's now 3 days. We are now finished 3 days into this. And do you notice how across these 3 days, while drawing these flowers, you experienced so many other things and you made such beautiful flowers, but didn't you all feel so much more happier as you came here? Yes, didn't you all uh, didn't you all get this feeling of confidence with each and every creation that you made, right? So these across these so Now, see, what you're learning here is this goes beyond just drawing. I mean, there are so many places where you can where you learn drawing, where you must have bought probably recorded courses before. You must have taken so many things here. But here, me and Sanchari, we do things differently. And for us, art is not just a hobby. Art is so much more. You see, in as an adult, as an adult, we have so much expectations from the world around us. Like, how many of you feel that you are already overburdened and overwhelmed? You're handling work and responsibilities, probably you're working 9-10 hours a day, and then you have to keep remembering make all the celebrations. Like at our home, Sanchari is the one who literally keeps all the celebrations, the the birthdays, the anniversaries and everything. You have to manage home, you have to manage people, you have to take care of everything and everyone else. It almost feels like the whole world is resting on your shoulders. How many of you feel that burden? How many of you are feeling that this as an adult Indian, especially as an Indian woman, your life is not easy, right? You can be honest, because understand. I understand all of you very, very well. See, the problem is that modern life, we are taught so many things from school, from school to what our parents have taught and everything. We learn so many things. We are taught to manage things. We are taught to follow orders. We are taught to take care of others. We are taught so many things. We are taught so many subjects in school. We are taught a lot of theory and concepts. But have you noticed that what is really, really of value? We are not being taught. We are not being taught how to manage our emotions. We are not being taught how to set goals and achieve them. We are never taught how to expand our vision, right? We are told to follow orders, get a job, do this, make others happy, make your parents proud. But we are rarely taught how to expand your vision and become the full version of who you can be, right? We are not taught how to love ourselves. We are not taught, in fact, we are more than anything else, we are taught to be so self critical. And when you really look at it, nothing of real value is actually being taught to us. And we feel this burden, right? As adults, we have so many things to manage, but nowhere we have to express. We have so much idea, so much thought, so much going on inside you, but yet you find no place to express. You might even find that there is nobody who understands you even, and only in this community people get me. How many of you feel that you have so much inside you in your inner world that needs expressing, and yet there is nowhere, no place, nobody who just gets it? If you feel that way, yes, say I am, if that is true. You all used to be creative, right? As children, we were all creative, right? And we all used to draw on walls. We used to draw on books. We all used to, and if not drawing, we all were singing, dancing, and then we didn't have any stage fright, right? As a child, we don't have any stage fright. Honestly, we have full confidence. But then, as we grow up, society teaches us the other way around, and we start losing ourselves between responsibilities, between deadlines, between taking care of everyone else. We forget ourselves. You all used to be creative, but then you stopped. And now, I want to ask you, what if the same thing that you left earlier, art, drawing, creating, it wasn't just a hobby. It is something that is fundamental. core to our living. See, art typically is taught as an academic subject. It is like the least preferred. Most of the time, maths teacher would come and take substitute for our art class in school. And then even as we draw, we are taught that not to draw. Why are you doing art? Why are you wasting time? Right? I mean, in school, we are, oh, you should learn science. You should do board exams. You should do this. And then later on, like we keep postponing ourselves, right? We keep postponing ourselves, and then we will think that when oh, now I become a mother, and then after the child grows up, then I will finally sit sometime, make some time and create for myself. Then as we grow, this keeps getting postponed on and on and on and on and on, right? We keep postponing living. And right, I mean, the entire life we are postponing for that one perfect moment where everything works out, and then finally we can be creative again. So because of all of this, we feel stuck, we feel overwhelmed. It never happens, right? It never happens. The perfect time that only happens is when we die. Death happens perfectly. Nothing else. We keep facing problems. So, because of this, we feel underexpressed, we feel stuck, we feel like nobody gets us, we lose our confidence, we are anxious, we are constantly anxious, right? How many of you perpetually feel like this sense, like in Jab We Met, Kareena Kapoor, it's like a train is leaving, something, I'm like kind of missing something in my life. And you quite can't understand, you quite can't articulate what it is. Yes? This is what happens. If we don't take charge of our life, this is what happens. And me and Sanchari exactly felt the same way. We felt the same way. And we were both clueless. And we had a lot of ideas, a lot of vision. We did not know what to do. But doing art gave us every single thing that we needed. What if art was not just a hobby? What if art was a tool that you really needed for adult life? Across these days, you already saw how art can be a way for expression and drawing. But what if it could be so much more than that? In fact, I want to show you that with art, you can create. And create what? Okay? Create what? C in create stands for calm. Okay? C in create stands for calm. What is calm? How can you have calm? Let me show you. I will not just be talking and showing slides, but let me also show you what we can have with the calm. Okay, see these zen lines, these line drawings, and everything that you draw. With art, we can learn to calm ourselves through this meditative artwork. These are all the works that our students have done through these lines, through these drawings. You got a taste of it while drawing these flowers. But each of these lines, this is not just art, this is deep meditation. This is line drawing meditation. And so many people who are in here, Shell, Archana, Amuda, who are all part of our inner circle, can tell us how how transformative, how deep each of these practices go. And in fact, you can express, you can create, you can draw your pets, you can draw, and there's so much things, that beautiful, beautiful things that you can do, right? How many of you want to use art as a practice to calm yourself? Because if you don't do this, it's not like you're not drawing. It is like you are constantly choosing a life where you're feeling this sense of background anxiety. Would you rather have that, or do you really need a practice that is enjoyable and fun? See, typical meditations will ask you to close your eyes and sit. But art meditation, it is active, it is ongoing. It doesn't require you to close your eyes. Right? It doesn't require you to close your eyes. So, second is reflect. Okay? Reflect and create. Reflect and love. See this. This is a self-portrait that I had made. Okay, let me show you this. This is the self-portrait that I had made. So this is a gift. Okay, I want you to think about this. I was turning 21 years old, and this is a gift that I gave to myself. My own self-portrait. Imagine if you could give yourself a gift like that. How many of you would love to draw your own self-portrait as an expression of love and appreciation for yourself? Not for others, not for posting on social media, but for you. But because you are proud of the person that you are becoming. How many of you would love to have a self-portrait like this? And let me tell you, my friends, this self-portrait doesn't just have to end here. In fact, I turned it into a t-shirt also. I later turned it into a t-shirt which I wore at an event, and everyone wanted to know about the story behind this. And in fact, I've been very fortunate enough to meet some of the people I appreciate, and I was fortunate enough to meet Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. I was able to give to him a portrait drawing. When I met Jay Shetty, I was able to give to him the drawing of Jay Shetty. And all of this has been some of the most rewarding experiences in my life. So you all want to learn to draw portraits like this? Let me tell you, this is written in your stars in 2026. Now next. So we spoke about E. Next, so we talk about R. Next, let's talk about E. What is express? Express what? You see, this is sketchnoting. This is visual language. Now, uh, normal words don't be enough to in order to share, in order to write your ideas. In fact, many times as we start writing, we feel stuck. And how many of you here have a wish that you want to write your book? Someday you want to write your book. You want to write a memoir, a biography, a written book. You want to publish it somehow. You want to share. Maybe you want it as a bestseller. Maybe you don't want it as a bestseller. But what you basically just need is that you want to write, right? And if you wish you could write. So words sometimes are just not enough to write. When And so what we will be showing you is how you can learn a visual language to write your thoughts, your ideas, your storytelling, and you can learn how to write your own life story through visual storytelling that is personally made by you. Yes, you would love that kind of expression. Why are we doing all this? Because when we are reclaiming that part of us which we lost in the noise of adulthood, you're reclaiming your dignity. Let that sink in. Now, when with expression, you can learn to sketch, you can draw the places around you go. I mean, everywhere I go, I love to make these sketches of the places and draw those places live. And this is all that you can do. You can learn to align yourself with chakras. We already learned some basics about chakras, but you can learn how each of these chakras and alignment is something that can take you, that can lead you further and further into your growth. And then finally, with this, you will also be able to transform spiritually. See this? This is the Hanuman Sanchari made. This is the Ganesha that I had made. How many of you want to draw your personal deity, your God, as an expression of your expression of your love and of your divinity, as an expression of your spirituality? You want to draw your personal God. Maybe you believe in a different God. For example, this was Buddha. This is the drawing of Buddha that I had made, and this is the deepest spiritual sadhana that I had done. This is the Ganesha that I had drawn. Just to show you, it's not an AI image. It is drawn. It is actually drawn by me, right? So, how many of you would love to create these divine deities and personal divine deities, and you can deepen your spiritual sadhana, because art can become a spiritual sadhana. This Hanuman is by Sansari, and she had made this on the she had made this occasion on this. And these are all the drawings that are made by us. Shiva, Ganesha. We had, in fact, we had, some of you here were part of the Navratri sadhana. Some of you here were part of the Shivratri sadhana, right? Some of you here were part of all these different sadhanas, right? So, how many of you want? How many of you want to learn to draw deities and your divinity like this? Raise your hands. This is something that I want. Comment it. I want this. Okay, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. How many of you want this in your life? All right. Super. Beautiful. All of you. Yes. Don't you want it? And finally, you can learn how to expand. Use art as your extend and expand your creative identity. You can create your vision board. See this, these are all the vision boards that we've made. You can create a vision board. You can create your you can get your ikigai, which is an understanding of your strengths and understanding of who you are deeply, and you can understand and get all of this. So you see, create. Okay, how many of you now, I want to ask you, how many of you want to bring the create framework into your life? How many of you want to create more, be more calm? How many of you would be more, find deeper ways of expression and reflection, live in alignment, transform spiritually, and expand? How many of you want create? Comment in CREATE. Create in the chat box. You want to be, this is actually being creative, right? This is actually being creative. Yes, create. Beautiful. So, you all love, would you all love a life like this? Can you all imagine? Can you all see what could happen in your life if you could do this? Imagine this. You could have so much personal artworks which you can share with others, and the way that you look at yourself, it will itself change. Now, this create framework, this understanding this, it wasn't easy for us also. It took us uh, it took us many years, several lots of confusion, lot of chaos, and a lot of stress to being understanding. Okay, what is it that we want? You can either spend the next 10 years figuring out all of this on your own, or you can actually choose a shortcut, which is guidance and mentorship. You see, as your guide, as your mentor, mine and Sanchari's work is only one, to show you what is possible beyond what you otherwise thought was there. On our own, what will happen? Maybe you might draw for a while, then you will go back to watching, you'll go back to watching TV, watching reels. You might go back to just again thinking, you will think, okay, I will draw later again. That same life patterns will keep postponing, repeating ourselves. But when you're in this energy, when you're in this environment with us behind you, with us showing you the path, with us giving you guidance and support, you will see that you will automatically transform into, you automatically draw more and transform into this, have this amazing creative transformation into yourself, right? So you can either spend the next 10 years figuring this out on your own, or you can become part of our inner circle guided mentorship. Now I know all of you here will be thinking, okay, how much is the price? Maybe you're already calculating in your mind the price or anything. Before I tell you what the price is, I want to ask you genuinely, how many of you here want to continue your creative journey beyond these 5 days with Niranjan and Sanchari? Say me and raise your hands. How many of you genuinely want this beyond these 5 days? Of course, we have Archana here, we have Shell here, right? We have Archana, we have Shell, who are already part of a thing. We have Atira here. What about other? Many of your cameras are off. I want to ask you how many of you want. See, if you're not seeing me, then that means you don't want. Then why are you here? Right? So this is what we require from you. One, you all have to set aside 3 hours a week committed for creation. Can you do that? 3 hours of art time. Can you give yourself a week? It is not art time, it is me time. It is self time, right? Do you deserve 3 hours a week? How much is 3 hours in a week? 3 hours is less than 2% of an entire, right? A day. So in a week, 3 hours. So 3 hours a week is what you need. One. Second, it requires you to show up consistently and committed. Okay? Consistently show up, just come presence, and we will take you the entire guidance. We'll trust you. It just requires you to have the trust and connect. And third, it requires you to invest only 30,000 rupees. That's it. Now, this payment and this fees is not a money that you're giving me. This is amount that you're paying yourself. This is the investment in your life that is long due. Now, for all of you who want to continue, want to be part of this journey here, I will be sharing this. I'll be giving you all a chance to become part of this deeper transformation journey tomorrow. I will be sharing with you the how to register, how to join, and let me tell you, this is not something that we will be allowing everyone in. We will be letting you in only if we know that we can genuinely help you, and this journey is for you. So, for all of you who are interested, who are ready to continue on this path with us, tomorrow I will be sharing with you the chance to register and join in. After, you will have to make a booking amount, and after that we will connect on a one-to-one call, and I will help you shape up how your next chapter in your life can be. So all right, everyone, so with that said, I am super excited and happy to be with you here, and we will be adding it into it. Yes, Selvi. So this is the 11-11. Like this is the 11 week. This is the 11-week creative journey, right? It is it is just that I'm talking about the create, right? Awesome. So yes. So see you all tomorrow. Super happy and excited to be here. Now, uh, for all of you, remember to upload your work on Padlet. This is your day three's work. Day three's work. Remember to share your pen drawing, pencil drawing, and everything. And Sanchari's task, right? You give yourself a flower name. You tell your name. You give yourself a flower name. Share your drawings and tell us what shifted in you in these 3 days. So, see you all tomorrow, and have a good night. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, it's a wrap for the call. Otherwise, it's a wrap for the
Hey, Niranjan,
call. Yes.
two things. Could you please post